Hello everyone, thank you for coming up today. My old subscribers, thank you. And to those that are viewing for the first time or that have not subscribed, please click on the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified each time you upload a new video. And to my new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. Please do not forget to hit on the like button. It's now actress Toyin Abraham and Lizy Adjorin. They are back at it again. Because if we could recall that they've been having a very big fight among themselves for a very long time now, and that has not ended. It's now surfacing again where actress Toyin Abraham is now acting and addressing the issue and saying that Lizy Adjorin should stop cursing her son and her husband. The actress Toyin Abraham broke down in tears. I'm going to leave the video behind so you can all watch and hear directly from Toyin Abraham and hear what she has to say regarding this particular affair that is going on between her and Lizy Adjorin. And she broke down into tears this evening while addressing her lingering squabble with her colleague in the movie industry, that's Lizy Adjorin. However, if we can all recall, back in September 2019, an Instagram blog reported that Lizy was held and searched for drug peddling during her Hajj trip to Saudi Arabia. And the report went on to say that the actress was teary all through her encounter with the security agents at the airport. And in her response to the story, Adjorin said her investigations revealed that her colleague Toyin Abraham leaked the story to blogs and she came for her guns blazing. Toyin at the time responded with threats to sue Lizy. That was the first time that was happening regarding that particular incident of Lizy being arrested or being under investigation with regards to her trip to Saudi Arabia. And it was said that there's a bit of drama in the Yoruba movie industry at the moment, and here is how it actually started. That an Instagram blog reported that Nollywood actress Lizy Adjorin was held and searched for drug peddling during her recent Hajj trip to Saudi Arabia. The report went on to say that the actress was teary all through her encounter with the security agents at the airport. In her response to the story, Lizy Adjorin said that her investigations revealed that her colleague Toyin Abraham leaked the story, and Toyin Abraham also responded to her with a strongly worded statement saying, "I have instructed my lawyers to take up this matter and she will be hearing from them by Monday." And this is what was written down then. It said, "Mama, please clear the air how you were held for drug peddling search and was teary all through. I know you won't tell your gullible fans about that, but if na another thing, una go don shake IG. This is a gossip blog and we write stories, be it bad or good, so deal with that. Iya Adini, tell your fans so. We are waiting and stop dragging who is not." This was the response of the blogger after Lizy started dragging Toyin Abraham with regards to her search of drug peddling. The blogger responded back to Lizy and telling Lizy not to carry rumors and not to drag the wrong person, that they are bloggers and irrespective of how the story is, whether it's a good story or a bad story, they will still bring it out there. Okay, this was Lizy's reaction after the blog had responded. "Stubborn evil is part of life and fighting is part of winning evil. Who remember that actor attached to? That was deported from America. Who remember the cross that was deported from London? Well, she had her own responses. She said some things, and Toyin had to even fire back at her with regards to her response. And Toyin said this: it has come as a rude shock that some upstarts masquerading as Nollywood actors keep dragging my name into unnecessary drama whenever they are trolled online. I've had my own share of online trolling, but not for once did I drag the names of any actor or celebrities into the frame, even when we don't have cordial relationships. Today, an actress directly mentioned my name as the owner or informant of an Instagram blog and labeled my person and reputation by implying I planted or published some negative news about her. Why she mentioned my name, I can't say. What she's trying to achieve, I can't fathom. Long ago, I bade bye-bye to unnecessary drama and petty online, offline squabbles, and so I won't descend to her gutter level. Her so-called evidence of my involvement was a comment I left on the page of a fan she suspected is behind the story. How I became connected to the story beats me. This level of cluelessness is mind-boggling. For the umpteenth time, stop holding me responsible for the actions or inactions of other people as it concerns you. Whether they are my fans or not, I don't regulate or determine their behavior or conduct. Nobody holds Beyonce responsible for what her teeming fans, beehives, do. Anyways, I have instructed my lawyers to take up this matter and she will be hearing from them by Monday. It's time to put a stop to online bullying and bad behavior in line with the rule of law. These were the responses of Toyin Abraham when Lizy called out her name with regards to that particular trip. Well, recently the story came up again after Liz had an interview with social media influencer Esabod. It appeared during the interview, Esabod, that's the influencer, rained curses on Toyin, her husband Kolawale Ajayemi, and their son Ire. This did not sit well with Toyin. She had an IG live session with Iyabo Ojo this evening, that's May 25th, where she stressed that she had nothing to do with drug peddling story about Liz, whom she said she has met just twice in her life. She swore by the Holy Bible as she insisted that she had nothing to do with Liz Adjorin drug peddling story. I'm going to be leaving the video behind so that you can actually hear directly from Toyin Abraham while she had that live conversation with her fellow colleague, that's Ojo. It's so terrible that you see these celebrities will come out and start having this feud, and this feud has been going on for a very long time. If you could recall, it started when Toyin Abraham gave birth to her son, and then when Lizy came out for her and then calling her names and saying she gave birth at home, she couldn't afford the hospital bill and all whatnot, and Toyin came out to respond to her like whatever or however she gives birth to her child is nobody's business. And meanwhile, Toyin actually gave birth to her baby in the hospital. But Lizy came out and saying she couldn't afford hospital bill. She had to go call a woman to give birth to her child for her at home. But I don't think that should even be a problem or that should even be anybody's business. Irrespective of how you give birth to your child, so long as your child is healthy, your mother is healthy, and the child came out alive, that is the most important thing. And then, by the way, that passed. That was a very big thread. That was the beginning of this thread between Lizy Adjorin and Toyin Abraham. And a lot of people came back at Lizy like, this is a baby. There is no point you drag a baby into a feud, or there's no business of yours into issues like that. And also, it didn't stop at that, because so many fans were not even happy at least, because it has to do with a little child. Children are very innocent. You don't drag them into matters or issues like this. Secondly, now this is coming up again when Lizy was going for her Hajj trip in Saudi Arabia, when they had to stop her and started having a serious search on her, because they suspected that she had some drugs on her. And when that actually happened, it came on, definitely. There's this thing about celebrity. No matter how hard you try to hide things that are happening about your life, it will still come out in the open. You don't expect that a Nollywood actress will be caught in the airport and then being peddled or stopped for drug that she has with her, and they claim that she had some drugs and they had to search her. It's very impossible that you wouldn't expect anybody around to know her. You wouldn't expect anybody to hear the news, and things that has to do with them, people are very fast to take it online. And those kind of news cannot be hidden. It will still come out in the open. But then Lizy decided that the person she would pick and say is the one who went to report to bloggers was Toyin Abraham. Well, we don't know how that whole thing happened, but the truth is this: when you are a celebrity, you should expect the worst. I don't think she should even be pointing finger at any particular person, because it can be any random person. You are a celebrity. These are things that they should make up their minds for. Anything about their lives is always in the open. They can't just hide anything. No matter how much they try to hide it, one person or the other must get an information regarding their life or regarding what is happening to them, and then post it online or bring it out or give it to any blogger that will talk about it. It should not be a thing of you pointing finger to any particular person, because your lives are out there in the public, in the open. Anybody can get a story about you and take it to a blogger. Even a blogger herself or himself can get a story and then post it out there. So how come, if you ask a question now, you'd be like, how come she's not laying emphasis on the blogger? Is there a possibility that the blogger will get the information herself? Is there no possibility that any random person who knows her can get the information and then give it to a blogger? So why should it be a particular person, your colleague, whom you've been having a feud with? So it's so obvious that this feud that has been happening between them ever since Toyin gave birth to her child is still ongoing. It died at some moment because the Nollywood industry had to come up, especially for those in charge of the Yoruba actors and actresses. They had to place a serious warning because they came online, both Toyin Abraham and Lizy, and they were attacking each other online. It became so serious that a lot of people raised eyebrows at it and like, what is happening between these two colleagues? And they are coming out here to open a lot of things about themselves in the public, and they had to bring a strict warning. You can recall that the head of the Yoruba industry, both of them, both the assistants, they came out online and gave a strict warning to Lizy and Toyin Abraham and said if they don't put a stop to this, a serious disciplinary action will be laid on them. And that was when they stopped and they paused their feud. So unknown to a lot of people that the grudge is still there, the feud that has been happening a very long time is still ongoing. And right now from the video you're going to still hear where Toyin Abraham is even in tears and like she should stay away from insulting her husband and her baby. But the thing is, why drag innocent children? Why put babies into your feud? That's one thing some parents or some people fail to understand. Put children or babies away from your feud, from whatever you're having with the parent. Don't involve innocent children. It is really bad. Ever since this baby was given birth to, Lizy has been mentioning the innocent baby's name, an innocent child who doesn't even know anything, that is just coming up into the world. I don't think that should be done, or that should be a thing that anybody should even get themselves involved with. Put innocent children aside. If you have an issue with the parent, face the parent, face whoever you're talking to, and don't drag babies, kids into your own dispute with their parents. It's really, really bad. And again, owing that she started this when this baby was just born, you kept on calling out names and saying a lot of things. It's really, really bad on that particular path. But notwithstanding, let's see how this would actually go down. I know definitely Lizy will still come out to say something. But then Lizy had already gone to discuss with another blog where she said and still accusing Toyin Abraham of being the masterminder of letting the whole world know about her search for peddling drugs. Well guys, I'm going to leave the video behind so you would hear directly from the conversation between Iyabo Ojo and actress Toyin Abraham, and where actress Toyin is even explaining that she has just met Lizy just twice, and it's not that they are friends. We all know that they are colleagues in the Yoruba movie industry. However it turns out to be, I hope they all end their feud. And also Lizy, who just had the child, I think it's better you even concentrate on your child and leave all of these rumors around. You just gave birth, concentrate on nursing your child and stop coming out online to create all of this. It's not necessary for both of them because they are both family people. But then Toyin Abraham's anger is because Lizy is doing this and cussing out on her child and her husband, and she felt that she has to stand up for her child and defend her child because she can't watch and listen to Lizy drag her innocent little baby into matters and even curse her baby and her husband. Guys, what do you all think about this? Because this has been lingering for a very long time, unknown to anybody that the issue between Toyin Abraham and Lizy Adjorin is still on. They've come up again online to continue. However it turns out to be, we'll definitely get to know if Lizy will still come out again to say something regarding this, or if they would eventually settle this dispute among themselves. At least now they are both mothers. For the sake of their children, I think there should be a form of understanding or peace that should come in between them. I hope they end up settling this matter. Either the Yoruba industry leaders should come and see how they can put an end to this, because it's still growing. At the point you think that it has died, the feud between Toyin Abraham and Lizy had died, another thing will still come up again. Please, if you have anything to say, you can put that down at the comment section. Please, parents, when you're having your dispute or your feud between yourselves, please put innocent babies away and not need to curse on babies. It's not nice at all for you to curse out little children, or even the partner that doesn't have any business with your feud. You involve them. It doesn't really make any sense. The person that you're having the feud with, it's better you and the person. It should just be you and the person and see how you guys can resolve it, rather than dragging innocent children into matters. Please guys, do not forget to hit on the like button, also subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. I'm leaving the video behind so you can watch that. Thank you. God bless you all.
Let the all mothers in this world, let them come and blame me for this one single thing, that I stood up for my son. Let the whole world come and blame me for this. I am not talking. I am not saying anything. But for this, I will stand up for my
son. Said she called you like some years ago about this matter. Did she call you?
I didn't know if she called me. They didn't let me pick. It was after the whole thing, like 2 months later, they gave me my phone and I saw the messages, and the messages were part of it. This is the only Bible that I'm holding. Let the only Bible judge me. It's so funny. Lizy is not my friend. We are not friends. I don't know her. As in, Saudi or no, I've never heard about it. How do I know her movement?
Because I spoke to Liz and she was like so sure that she was asking that.
So sure. What is my own with Lizy? I have seen Lizy in my life just twice. The first time on Regina Chukwu's job, the second time was Basila Coded Premier. I don't know her movement. God is my witness.
You've only seen Liz twice.
Twice. First time was like 14 or 15. Regina Chukwu. The second time was Ibatimo Wanino Yuko Sentomon. Isha Basila Coded Premier. That was the 2 times I've seen her in my life. I don't know her movement. I am speaking up now. Let the whole world hear. I am speaking up now because I am speaking up because of my son. The last one they did, you know, Jenimo Wami Ole Soro. But now I have to speak up and stand up for my son. Yes, somebody on the water rewrote people. You come and shepherd from me. No. If I do not stand up for my son, who will stand up for my son? And be among me. I think about this shepherd for me, nothing so good me also. But today was too much. I need to stand up for my son.
She said some bloggers that they are mentioning your name, that you are the one that strikes them.
There is no blogger that can mention my name. I have never spoken to any blogger. The only blogger I have spoken with is Instablog, and we did adverts on Instablog. I think that's it. I have never spoken to anyone to run who down. I say, but you know what I am saying. If you are talking to me, if you tell why I want to run and bear, I need to see back on. God has blessed us. I am not beating anybody. I don't have problem with anybody. God is my witness. I don't know where all this is coming from. I don't talk. I've never spoken. Oh, sorry. But people cannot do they cannot that's your right. Don't continue to say this thing or thing or what did I do? Talk. It's I've not said anything, but today I have to. That woman was just going on and on and on and on and cursing my son and my husband. I have to stand up for my son. So much shepe for me because shepe for me. It could over my pop.
Osito, please. I want you to calm down. I don't know why Liz feels that there's something. Because I asked her then, but she was so bent on saying that you were the one, that those people said you were the one, so it's hard when she says.
This is the only Bible. I don't mean if anybody will discuss or Lizy. Any of you go discuss or Lizy. Any of you will show them or Bango. Ọlọ́run but Bible ni mo mú dání mi ò discuss Lizy pẹ̀lú anybody mi láyé mi. Ọlọ́run ọba ń gbọ́. Gbogbo ọ̀dìkẹ́rò yẹn bọ́ sí orí mi. If I have any negative thought towards anybody, let it come to my head. The reason why I have to speak up now, right now, because it is becoming too much. This is my son we are talking about. And I have to speak up for my son. If I cannot protect my son, my husband, then why am I a mother? Why am I a wife? I do not discuss. I have never. God is my witness. I am only the only Bible. But I don't see anybody come and boss me, Lori. Yes, somebody will pay me now. Won't she pay me?
It's okay, please. Please.
I don't talk. I've never spoken. I'm on my lane. But this is my son we are talking about. People baby, I'm on here. Come judge. Come blame me. This time I.
Calm down, please.
They were talking, was just cussing.
Nothing will happen to you, Ray. Nothing is going to happen to you, Ray. You know now. Nothing is going to happen to Ire. Nothing will happen to Ire. Nothing will happen to Ire. Toyin, nothing will happen to Lizy's child too. Nothing is going to happen to both of you. So industry ya máa ń jà. Àwọn tó kàn máa bá wa dá sí ìjà tó máa ń gbé sórí tó máa ń sọ di tiwọn, àwọn ló máa ń dá wàhálà sílẹ̀. You understand? Gbogbo èpè yẹn kò lè kò lọ sí ìkọ̀kan.
Babe, èpè yẹn ti pọ̀ jù torí pò.
You understand? Just calm